In today's day and age, video editing is an insanely valuable skill set. It's the exact skill that allowed me to start my own online business in my teenage years and scale it to multiple six figures a year. And in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how you can get started using Adobe After Effects, which is one of the best editing softwares out there, which gives you the most freedom in editing. It's what the top 1% editors use as well in the industry. So if you want to learn how to use it yourself, then make sure to block out all distractions, make this video full screen and watch it until the end so you will also learn how to get started with the software. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. So when you first open up After Effects, this is exactly what you are going to be greeted with. And I know at first it can seem a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it step by step. So the first thing you want to do is click here on New Composition. This is going to be your project, which you will be working within, and you can name it here whatever you want. I'm just going to name it video. You can choose a preset for the resolution and the frame rate. I'm just going to leave it on 1920 by 1080 and 24 FPS, but you can also choose your own settings in here. And you can also choose whatever background color you want to use for it. I'm just going to leave this on black as well. Then you want to go ahead and click on OK. And just like that, you created your new composition. And basically with the layout of After Effects, it's pretty simple. First of all, you have your timeline right here on the bottom, and you will be also able to make a lot of adjustments here. And this is where you will be doing a lot of the animations. On the left side here, you have your project panel where you will have your different assets, which you will be using. Then you have your effect controls panel here as well on the left. On the top, you have all the different tools which you might use. And on the right side, you have a bunch of different things which you can enable, but also it is a highly customizable software. So you can drag every window to be exactly where you want it to be. Now, if your layout looks different to mine, don't worry. All you have to do is come here to the top to window and then come here to workspace and then click on default. There are also different workspaces that you can choose from for different type of editing tasks. Also, if you are missing a window or a feature, you just need to come here again to window and make sure that whatever feature you are trying to use is clicked. Now, next up, importing your files and video assets into After Effects. This is as simple and straightforward as it gets. All you have to do is go ahead, select all your files you want to use in your composition and drag and drop them in here. And just like that, you have added them into the software. Now, from here, if you want to use a certain video on your actual final export, then you just drag and drop it in here onto your timeline. And now it will be in the actual video that you will be exporting at the end, right? As you can see, this is quite zoomed in right now. And the reason for that is because this is a 4K video and my composition is only 1080p. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, come here to transform. And here with the scale, I can easily adjust how big the video is, how zoomed in the video is. And you can also adjust it by going and grabbing it here on the sides, but you want to make sure to use Shift as well as you adjust it, because otherwise you can easily distort the aspect ratio. Now, one feature that you will be using a lot is the align feature. This especially comes in handy when you're working with a lot of different layers, because it would be otherwise very difficult to scale them up using the sides. So just come here to align, and here you can easily align your video horizontally and vertically as well in your composition. So as you can see, this is our timeline here. And as I go and scroll through it, I'm going forward in time or backwards in time. And here on the left side, you will have all your different layers. So for example, if I go ahead and add another one here, that's going to be my logo that I want to add to this project. So as you can see, now I have the two layers here. I have the logo and I have the background video. And whichever layer is on a higher level, so to say, whichever layer is on top is the one that's visible. So if I now go ahead and drag this under my video, you can see it's not visible because the video on top is blocking it. And if I put it on the top, it will be visible. Simple as that. Now, I want to make a couple quick adjustments to this background video that I would like to use. And the main one is I want to make it desaturated. I want to make it black and white, and I want to make it darker. So I'm going to come here to Effects and Presets on the right, and I'm going to look up Hue and Saturation. And now I can go ahead and drag and drop this on this exact layer. And just like that, it added it to my video. And now here I have this effects control panel, which just popped up. And here I can go ahead and drag down the master saturation of the clip. And I can also bring down the lightness, which is kind of like how bright my video is. So you can see just like that, it's already looking quite a lot better. So basically, in terms of the layout, as you can see, we have the preview window here, we have the timeline here, we have all the effects and the different, windows that we can use here on the right. We have the effects controls here, and we have the project files here as well. And on the top, there is a bunch of different tools which you can use when you are editing, which will come in very handy, like the hand tool, which you can use to move around in your composition, the zoom tool to zoom in on it, the text tool, the pen tool, the rectangle tool. You can create different shapes as well. These are all pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go too deep into them, but they are all pretty useful. Now we are going to cover the essential controls within After Effects. If you come here and you expand here on the transform feature, you can change the position of your video, the scale, the rotation, and the opacity. Let's quickly go through what each one of them does. So first of all, the position basically just changes the position of the certain video or object you are working with. You can do it both on the X and the Y axes. The scale just changes how big or small the certain layer is. The rotation just changes the rotation of it, as you might imagine. And the opacity changes basically how see-through that certain layer is. So if I make the opacity lower, as you can see, it makes it more see-through. If I make it higher, it's completely solid and I cannot see what's behind it. Now, there are also some amazing shortcuts which you will be using a lot to access these features more quickly. You can just select the layer here and press P, and that will immediately bring up the position. And if you press P again, it will make it disappear. You can press S on your keyboard and it will bring up the scale. You can press R and it will bring up rotation, and you can press T and it will bring up opacity. Now, if you want to adjust your keyboard shortcuts, of course, you have the opportunity to do that as well. All you have to do is come here to the top to edit and then come here to keyboard shortcuts. And here you can set whatever you want as your keyboard shortcuts for any of the commands right here. Now let's make our first animation together. Animations are the main reason why people start using After Effects. So we're going to start with a completely simple one so you can understand how it basically works. So let's say I wanted my logo to come from the bottom outside of the screen into the middle, right? We can do that very simply. All I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull up here the position, and I will make it actually a little bit smaller first, like this. And then what I'm going to do is I will come here to the very beginning of my clip, because at that time on the timeline, I want it to be outside of my frame. So all I'm going to do now is I will come here and click on this little hourglass or this little stop timer icon. And what that will do is it will add a keyframe on my timeline for that specific property of the clip. And now I'm going to go ahead and drag it down so it's outside of my frame, just like this. And now what I'm going to do is move ahead a little bit. Let's say I want to move ahead 1.5 seconds on my timeline, just like this. And I want the position now to be where I want the logo to come in. So I will make it like this. And basically what I just did is on the first keyframe that I added, I set the position to be outside of the frame. And on the second position, I've set it to be here. So what After Effects is going to do is it will create the movement between these two different keyframes that I've set on my timeline. So a keyframe essentially just sets where a certain layer is going to be at a certain time of the video, right? Now you can use keyframes not only to animate the position, but pretty much any property and any effect on any given layer in your video, which is amazing. And that's what gives it so much flexibility. And you can see now, if I play this back, this is the exact animation that I've created. As you can see right now, it doesn't look all that amazing. It's pretty boring. So we will make it a little bit more exciting. But first, let me show you how you can speed up or slow down a certain animation you just created. And it's very simple. All you have to do if you want to make this animation, for example, faster, is to click on the second keyframe and drag it to the left. And what that will do is it will decrease the distance between the two keyframes, making the animation faster. As you can see, now it's a lot faster. If you want to make it slower, you just have to do the opposite and make the distance between the two keyframes larger. And now it will come up very slowly. Now I would prefer it to be rather fast, so I will make it probably something like this. Now, The problem is that right now it's just a very constant motion. It doesn't look very natural. So what we are going to do is we are going to ease the animation. For this, we are going to use the graph editor. I'm going to basically go ahead and select these two keyframes on my timeline. I'm going to right click, come here to keyframe assistant, and I'm going to use easy ease. Now you can also press F9 on your keyboard and do the same thing. And as you can see, the keyframes slightly changed now. And now I'm going to come here to the graph editor, which I can access by clicking right here while I still have my keyframe selected. And this is exactly how that looks. You can see that now, instead of this being just a very simple motion, it actually has more of a ramp to it. So it comes in quicker and the animation also ends quicker, making it a much more natural motion. But the cool thing is that you can actually go ahead, I'm going to make it a little bit slower so I can show it to you better. You can actually go ahead and manipulate this curve as you wish. So for example, if I wanted to, let's say, make it a bit of a different shape, like let's say this, I could even do that. And now it's going to start super slow, then it will slow down here. And yeah, as you can see, this is how it looks right now. Now this doesn't look too natural, so I'm probably not going to use that. I'll just stick with something closer to the original one, but maybe I'll make it like this so it starts very quickly and then slows down at the end. Just like that, you created your first ever animation. And the great thing is, as I've said, you can not only animate the position of a certain thing on your video, but you can also actually animate other things as well. Let's say I wanted to add a text layer too into my project. I'm just going to click here on the text tool, and then I'm going to make my own text. I'm going to write here, creator Syndicate, which is our private group where we also teach people After Effects. Right now, I can change this text to however I would like it to look. I'm going to use this Times font, but you could change it to whatever you want here, and you can change how bold it is, how big it is, and all of these different things. And I'm also going to come here to align, and I will align it into the middle. I want it to also be slightly higher up, so I'm going to click on position and make it like this. And I want this to fade in on my video as the logo comes up around here. So what I'm going to do this is simply go ahead and pull up the opacity right here. I will add a keyframe, let's say around here at 0. I will click the little stopwatch icon, and let's say I want it to come to full opacity around here. So here I will make it 100. And just like that, I was able to create the animation, and now it looks something like this. Maybe I will actually want it to only become visible once the logo already passed it, so I will make it a bit more like this. I will move the keyframes around slightly. So that's how it's looking right now. Let me show you how to apply another effect as well. There is so many different effects to choose from, so I'm not going to be able to show you all of them, but let's also add glow effect onto my logo at a certain part of the video. So to do that, I'm just going to look up glow, and I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop it right here on the icon. And let's say as the actual text came up as well, I want it to have a nice little glow. So I'm going to do that. As you can see, I have the glow effect as well here. And as you can see, as I change the glow radius here, I'm changing how the effect looks. Let's say I want it to be at 0 at this point. So I'm going to add the stopwatch icon, and I want it to just have a little glow here for half a second. I will go ahead, add another keyframe right here at, let's say, 5.6, and I will make it go away here. Exactly. So this is how our animation is looking right now. And don't worry if your video is not playing back in real time. It's simply because After Effects always needs to render the changes that you've made to your project. So you can see the glow comes up and then it goes away as well. If I added a nice little sound effect to it, this would be pretty amazing. Another feature you will be using a lot in After Effects is Precompositions. This is basically when you are putting together multiple layers and you create kind of like a composition from it, right? So let me show you how it's done. It's more simple than how it sounds. I'm just going to want to group maybe the logo and the text together. So I'm going to select both of these layers right here, and then I'm going to right click and click on Pre-Compose. And I'm going to call this logo animation. And now I can click OK. And as you can see, I turned it into a new composition. And if I double click on it, it opens it up in a new window, and I can make changes to just this. So if you're working with a more complex project where you have a lot of things on your timeline, this can really help to keep things things organized and easy to work with. And the cool thing is now, let's say if I added another video onto my timeline, for example, this completely different clip, I'm going to now disable the viewing of the first layer. And you can see that now I will make it actually a bit smaller as well, so you can see what's happening. But now, even if I remove this logo animation from here, I can just drag and drop it from here again onto my timeline, and it will add it once again. And I could do this in a separate After Effects composition as well, and it will keep the exact same video that you just animated. You can also create folders in here to keep things more organized by simply selecting the files you want to group together and clicking here on new folder, and just drag and dropping them into it. Of course, you can name it whatever you want. All right, now we have our amazing project ready, and it looks great, it looks very professional, and we want to render it so we can actually upload it to the internet. Well, all you have to do that is to simply press Command or Control and M on your keyboard, and that will bring up the render queue. Now, if you don't want to do that for some reason, you can also come up here to File, click on Export, Add to Render Queue, and here you are going to be able to choose the exact settings you want to use. You can set up all the exporting settings you would like to use. Also, you can choose where you want the video to be exported, and you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to name it Final Export in this case. And then all you have to do is click here on Render, and it's going to be rendering the entire timeline for you in this case. Now, you can also go and send it to Adobe Media Encoder if you want to compress your file sizes significantly. And it might take you a little bit of time to export your project depending on how advanced things you have created. But just like that, it's already done. And if I come here to this folder where I exported it to, I can open it and play it back for you. And this is exactly what we just created. If you ask me, it looks quite nice. Of course, this is just scratching the surface in terms of what you can create in After Effects. You can create incredible 3D things and super advanced animations. And I've actually made an entire video about how to edit in this super popular, high quality YouTube editing style. So if you want to see that, you can find that video in the description or at the end of this one. And if you would like to keep learning from me in a more efficient way, then I would recommend you to check out Creator Syndicate, which is our private editing group where we have hundreds of editing tutorials for both After Effects and Premiere Pro as well, and also a bunch of tutorials about how to start landing your first paying clients as a video editor. In there, you will be able to learn super advanced editing styles and truly master the software within just a couple of weeks or months. And not only that, but we also have weekly live Q&A calls with me personally, where I can review your edits and give you tips and answer any questions you might have. So if you're interested in that and you want to really take this seriously and improve your editing skills really quickly and start making money with it, then you can find it in the first link in the description below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.